Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be showcasing how you can get your hands on the AMX 1357 for absolutely free. Personally, I love the 1357. I would say that this is one of my all-time favorite tanks in the game. It's super fun to drive, incredibly mobile, and it features a 6-shell autoloader, which I like to call the Mosquito because it deals 90 damage a shot. Yeah, this tank's not as good as the 1375, but it is a premium, and it's a heck of a lot more fun. And because of that, I would highly recommend that everybody tries to get their hands on the vehicle. The nice thing about it is, at least if you don't get the tank, it's nothing too spectacular, it's not an overpowered vehicle, and it's not going to make or break the day. So, how do you get your hands on this vehicle? Well, it's actually different depending on what server you're playing on. If you're on EU or NA to get your hands on the vehicle, you have to play 20 minutes and get 3 Mastery Badge Class 2 or higher. That's pretty doable, I'm going to be completely honest. In 20 minutes, you can probably play 4 to 5 battles on average. So, let's say you have a pretty quick defeat, no problem. Just go into the next game. You can probably get about 5 battles in, would be my guess. And in 5 battles, you should at least win 3 of those games. So all you need to do is probably perform about 1,500 to 2,000 damage, depending on what tank you're driving in those 3 games, and you'll get Class 2s. That's not too challenging. On Asia, you have to get 7 Class 2s in 30 minutes, which is much harder, not only because you have to play more games, but because you have to get literally double the masteries. I don't know why Wargaming did this. Maybe they thought getting aces was a lot easier on Asia, which is possible. It's still pretty doable, but it's just more time you have to put in. And if you get a bit more unlucky with your teams, the chances of getting this vehicle are a bit harder. Honestly, I don't know why Wargaming did that. It's kind of stupid. It should have been the same across all servers. But either way, in today's video, I'm going to showcase, hopefully, how to get your hands on this vehicle. So let's start off with how to get the order. You're going to get a pop-up offer in your garage. It's 300 gold. So we can see I've purchased it right there. And now we have the order in our garage. So I can either postpone it for 6 hours, or you can start it whenever you want. So we are going to start it. Now, looking in my garage, I scrolled through all the tier 8 tech trees that I have, and I have picked the T34-2. The reason I'm using a tech tree is I want to make it as fair as possible for anybody out there that wants to replicate what I'm doing. Essentially, scroll through the tech tree. If you see a vehicle that people A, don't play, and B, you don't think do well in, that is the tank that you should use for this order. If you pull out a vehicle that's really good, like a Semavente Contracaro 64, and you think, oh man, I do really well in this tank, so I'm probably going to get a Class 2, that's bad thinking. You want to play a vehicle that people normally do awful in. And that is because of the fact that the worse people do in that vehicle, the easier it is for you to get aces in it. So just keep that in mind. I would highly recommend to pick premiums that nobody has, collectors that nobody has. If you have tier 10 collectors, the 5A, Concept 1B, anything like that, easy aces. But let's see what we can do here. We have one medium as support. They have an STA1, a standard B, and an E50. So we do have a bit of a disadvantage on the medium side. The T34-2 is actually a really fun tank. It's got an incredibly mobile profile with a 400 damage per shot gun, has incredible aiming time, and pretty solid turret armor. However, the hull is absolutely atrocious. It also is very easily a cheat in certain situations. Well, we got the enemy STA in front. I do not currently have the gun depression to bonk him, but, oh, well. I guess we're just leaving it at but. So we can see the enemy E50 off to the side. It would be great if our team would bonk him. Let's see, standard B. Alright. Well, I'm just going to maneuver on up. Oh, no. Backing up. Come on, standard, poke me. Poke me, you little stinker. I mean, this thing hits hard. It's got 400 damage per shot, so when people poke it, it's obviously not just a light tap. Yeah, there you go. 406 roll into the standard. That's why I really like this tank. Alpha damage is so nice. The fact that you can just out-trade somebody. So we're just going to drive over. We're going to aim it on the STA. There you go. 390 damage shot to finish him off. And we're going to roll over to the standard B. I don't know if we're going to be able to get there before the ISU. But we're going to find out in just a moment. He's going to over-angle his side. There you go. Nice 479 shell. Just like that, we've completely obliterated medium flank. Okay, well, we got the T-28 Proto off to the side, and we're going to aim it on that vehicle right now. 3, 2, 1. You know what, we'll go for an HE. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, we got hit by the E75, who appears to be kind of just chilling. Wait, what? It wasn't E7. No, it was E75. Yeah, my brain had a fart there for a moment. I didn't see him spotted, but I saw the Luva spotted, so I was like, wait, what? Alright, well, I'm hoping that we can get a shell into the Glacial, but he's maneuvering his tank in a way that's making it a little bit challenging. Aww. The gun on this vehicle is alright in terms of accuracy. You need to give it time to aim in, like 2 seconds, and that 112 was able to actually back up before we could reload, so because of that we weren't able to get the shell out. We got the 112 though, easy 430 damage shot into his side. We're up to 1800 damage. We have enough health that he won't kill me. We just need to reload here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's get a little bit of gun depression and bonk him in the lower plate. Alright, nice. That's pretty easy stuff so far. We're at 2,200 damage, and I'm already quite confident that with 2 kills and 2,200 damage, we will easily get a second class, maybe even a first class in this tank. As I said, it's a vehicle that literally nobody plays, so it's not going to be challenging to get aces or anything like that in this tank. So, we're definitely not going to be able to get that Luva. BZ-166 is most likely going to clear him, but I can't complain. This was a pretty fun battle, and you can see why the T-34-2 is actually quite an enjoyable little beast. It's got super, super nice alpha damage, and the pen's also really good. It's like 275 heat, so you can cut through basically anything in front of you. Let's see, 2,250 damage, a little bit of assistance, and there you go, first class. So we've already completed the first one there. This tank has 275 heat. Thought so. Okay, so we just got to get 2 more masteries. So far, it has been about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. It should take about 4 minutes on average for your battles, because you have to wait in queue for a little bit. Personally, I believe that Wargaming should change these orders so that if you're waiting in queue, it does not, it should pause the timer. It's stupid. To be fair, whatever server you're playing on, big advice, wait until it is normal time before you accept the order. You have 7 days to choose when you want to start this order. And then you can obviously have 6 hours once you've paid for it, but you have 7 days to actually start the order. So when you decide to do this order, make sure that you are participating in a lively time on the server. Don't do it at 5 a.m. Yeah, you might go into worse teammates, but you're also going to be sitting in matchmaking queues that are much, much longer. So first game, not bad. We got to get 2 more, and this is a pretty decent matchup. We got tier 8s up against us. Alrighty, well, we have a no camo Astron and a no camo RU-251, so we have very little hope on medium side. But hey, at least I got a nice camo. I think this camo looks amazing. Bro, we have a no camo AT7 as well? What is this? Does everybody on my team have no camo? Oh boy, let's just hope the enemy mediums are bad, I guess. Alright, our RU is doing some alright things. Let's see. I'm just going to wait here. People usually like to poke up top, but the RU will proxy spot anything that does that. There you go. Pretty good example. Got the Charioteer, 378, but he was able to hit me back. I was kind of hoping we could bonk him before that, but it looks like that LT in mid might have spotted me. That's probably why I thought I had the jump on him when I might not have. Alright, well, I'm just going to drive out a little bit. We're going to aim it on the LT-432. Aw, shell went high. This is not looking good over here, I'm going to be completely honest. But maybe our AT7 will be able to get some damage out. Let's reload. 3, 2, 1, and bonk. There you go. Nice 423 into the AMX. Okay, you know what? It's looking better. I thought that 1390 was going to YOLO and get away with it, but looks like that's actually not going to be the case. Alright, well, let's reload, and let's maneuver over towards the Charioteer and T95E2. Let's see. Come on, Charioteer, poke it. Well, we also got the LT off to the side. I can just aim it on that, and there you go. 420 damage shell into his vehicle. The teammate we have does get bonked, but that's fine, because we are, we're pretty healthy still. We're just gonna chill here, and bonk. There you go. Another nice shot. I mean, that LT is burning like a crisp. 630 damage into his vehicle. No problems from here. Let's reload. We got a little bit longer on our reload, and kills obviously give you XP, so you always want to pick up kills if you can. All right, not too bad. Our team is not doing great though. I will admit that right now. Our team is in fact doing pretty poor. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drive right on over. Might bleed a bit for it, but whatever. Actually, I didn't want to clear the 34, or not the 34-2, but the T95E2. Probably would have been a smarter decision to... Oh, boy. Well, another teammate bites the dust because they're driving out in the open. Thankfully, we out-reload the Charioteer and we get the clear on his vehicle. But not a great team we've had here today. We still have an E75 TS and a Carnarvon up against us. At least we've done a bit of damage, so we got that going for us. Well, we got the IS-2 in front, and there you go. Easy pen into his tank. Now we back up. Alright, let's just hope our AT-7 knows what he's doing, but dude's turning sideways even though the opponents are right in front of him, which makes very little sense, I'm going to be real. Alright, let's aim it on the E-75. There you go. Nice 329 damage shot. We're up to 3,000 damage at this point. But our AT-7 appears to have about 0 brain cells, so that's rather unfortunate. Alright, let's just aim it on the E-75 TS again. There you go. Another 300 damage shell into his tank. Not bad. Not bad at all. So what I'm hoping is we can reload, and once our camo resets, which should be about now, we can leave, head wide, get into this bush here, possibly get some more bonks out. If you're in a losing game like this, the best way to get aces and things like that is just pick up as many kills and as much damage as possible. So that's exactly what we're doing here. Got the IS-2. Easy shell into his turret for 364. We're going to put on our adrenaline, and we're going to reload here. Let's see what this IS-2 does. Alright. I think it's probably a smarter decision if we just kind of wait for him here very, very briefly. So let's see if we can do that. Bonk. There you go. Nice shot. He does actually hit the shell, though, which is rather irritating. We're just going to drive past him like so. And keep on going. Keep on going. Alrighty. And IS-2 misses me. Oh, no. That's not what I want. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Alright, well, we might be dead here. If we do die, I'm just kind of hoping we can get the clear. Okay. Well, never mind. The game kind of screwed me on that last shot, but that's alright. We did about the best we could have in that game. We took advantage of our opponents, and we got some good bonks out. So hopefully that was enough damage that we will still get a first or second class. Let's see. Yep, there you go. First class even on a defeat because we were able to get out 4,000 damage. Yeah, if your team's losing, you're going to have to take advantage of that big time. So even though that battle took a little longer, I was pretty confident that with the amount of damage we dealt, I wasn't going to have to worry too much. If you deal probably about 3,000 on a defeat in Tier 8, you will go up on XP to a point where you might get it at a first class or second class. I mean, I probably could have done about 3,500, and that still would have been a second class, so not too challenging. Let's hopefully get into our third battle, though, and finish it off 3 games in a row. That was a really unfortunate team, though, man. I don't know what I was looking at. We had 3 no-camo players. If that AT-7 actually was facing towards the opponents and bonked that IS-5 enough, I might have been able to win, but a little unfortunate. Alright, here we are. Final battle. We got a ground tank up against us. That's great. IS-3, 252. That's actually a pretty strong lineup of heavies. I got a Charioteer. Don't know if it's the same Charioteer before. I didn't look that hard. SMV, Sturm Mill, and a VK. Alright, well, let's head in. I'm actually kind of happy I didn't last longer in that game I played in 34-2, because it honestly kind of ended up better. I wanted to make my way over there, but the brass kind of just went my way. So I guess we're going over here now. But I'm kind of happy that game was a little bit shorter, because if I had lasted longer, it would have been a little longer to try and get our next game out with an ace or whatever. So let's see. I'm not noticing anybody crossing over here. Most likely means the majority of the enemy team is either all clumped up in corner, or oh, there you go. We got a 252. Tiger's going to try and pen him. Most likely won't. Yeah, it's about what I expected. Okay, well, we also got the ground tank over here. This is looking like another loss, I'm going to be completely honest. Oof, that shell did not go where I wanted it to. Let me guess, I'm going to look back at my teammate, and yeah, dude's got 99 health. Where's the rest of our team? Like, what am I looking at here? Alright, let's aim it on the Sturm Mill, and there you go. Nice 400 damage shot. Thank you. I mean, the gun on this tank is great, as I said. I don't know what our Braska's doing either. We are getting some really bad teams right now. Alright, let's reload, and Charioteer's not poking, but we do have the VK. Nice 368 damage shot. We have a note. Wow, just wow. No camo VK, no camo T28 Proto. This is some very, very unfortunate matchmaking right now. I have to admit that. Come on, ground tank, show me your sides. Oh my rat. Well, that was a little unfortunate. I was hoping that I would hit his turret, but I guess where I aimed was just a little too close to the rest of the hall. I mean, I'm not too worried. We can just kind of chill here. We should be able to bonk him in just a moment. Aiming, and... come on. There you go. Knew you would overangle his sides just a bit. Okay, so VK100 is holding against the IS-3. Looks like our team's going to make quick work of him, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Let's see, we got the Sturmil in front, and bonk. There you go. This vehicle's really low down, and because of that, it's actually quite hard to hit, as we can see poking this. So, not doing too bad. IS-3's obviously holding, and let's see if we can get some damage out into one of these guys. We got the SMV, and not able to heat through him. But that's alright, we got a nice AP for 380. Alright. The clears are popping up. We are getting kills at this point. Let's just reload. Let's see, we got the 252, and there you go. Easy 360 damage shell. This is definitely winnable. This is very, very winnable at this point. I've been able to get out some big bonks of damage. The SMV, I'm going to take a shot from him if we can trade here, because it'll be worth it. So, there you go. Nice 437 into his vehicle. And the SMV is, yeah, this should be a win, actually. This is where the 34-2, again, is just a great tank. It's one of those vehicles that is actually really, really good and underrated, in my opinion. And when you pair that with the fact that it's actually got, you know, really, really good capabilities for winning, it's just a great tank to farm aces in and things like that. So that's why I picked this vehicle. I also picked this tank because I wanted to prove that you can do this easily in any tech tree style tank. So let's see. Can't pen the ground tank at this angle. Looks like heat's not enough, but that's fine. We're just going to cut through his track wheel here. Wonder if we can... No, actually you can't. If you have enough pen, you can cut through the track wheel there. I just wanted to test that. It's not like it really matters. Yeah, brass kills him. But yeah, you can pen it if you have enough pen through the track wheel. But it looks like we did not have enough there. 252 is going to try and back up. We're going to aim in on his lower plate, but we're not going to get the kill. But that's all right. This should be at least a second class. We didn't really have to do too much in terms of effort there. Let's see. Victory! Come on. Give me that second class. I'm waiting for it. And 2,700 damage. We didn't get any kills, but there you go. Second class. So boom. 3 games. Claim. Done. Got our AMX 1357. Most likely I got credits for it. Indeed, you get credits for compensation if you already have this tank. So what are my closing remarks for today's video? Personally, I think events like this are great. If people disagree with Wargaming giving you the opportunity to get basically a free tank for 300 gold, you're just wrong. I mean, that's just kind of how I see it. Like, yeah, it might be a little challenging for some of you, but if you find events like this challenging, that's good, because it should teach you to get better at the game, and if you don't get it this time, maybe next time you will. That's kind of how it is. I'm glad that Wargaming is doing events like this, because it is one of the rare times Wargaming is actually benefiting players who learn and care to get better at the game, rather than people just casually hopping on and YOLOing every game. So I think this is great. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, but yeah, I massive dub. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.